In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on January 8, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Chicago Bulls versus Charlotte Hornets. In Buzz City, a pair of Eastern Conference teams vying to ascend the playoff ladder will clash on the court, each in pursuit of a crucial victory. The Chicago Bulls, currently on the road, are set to face off against the Charlotte Hornets on Monday night, concluding a home-and-home series. This matchup follows their recent meeting in the Windy City on Friday, where the Bulls secured a 104-91 win at the United Center, comfortably covering the 8.5-point spread. Notably, the Bulls have dominated the historical regular season series, boasting an 81-46 advantage and clinching victories in the last 4 encounters, including both matchups this season. As of late, the Chicago Bulls have displayed commendable form, winning 6 of their last 10 games overall. Following their convincing 104-91 triumph over the Hornets on Friday, they are eager to maintain momentum. Kobe White led the charge with an impressive performance, contributing 22 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine also played pivotal roles, combining for 32 points and 10 assists. The Bulls showcased their offensive prowess, shooting 54% from the field and 10 of 28 from beyond the arc. Equally important was their defensive resilience, limiting the Hornets to a mere 19 points in the second quarter, establishing an early lead. The Bulls, currently eyeing a matchup against the Rockets, aim to build on this success. Conversely, the Charlotte Hornets have been enduring a cold spell, suffering losses in 12 of their last 13 games. Eager to rebound after the lopsided defeat by the Bulls on Friday, the Hornets are seeking a turnaround. Miles Bridges spearheaded their efforts with 28 points, though the team struggled collectively, shooting only 40% from the field and 10 of 34 from three-point range. A slow start, with just 41 points in the first half, hindered the Hornets' ability to recover. Brandon Miller had a challenging night, managing only 9 points on inefficient shooting. As they faced the Bulls once more, the Hornets looked to reverse their recent struggles. Heading into the upcoming game, the Bulls may face personnel challenges, with Patrick Williams and Alex Caruso listed as questionable. In contrast, the Hornets enter the contest with an unchanged roster. The Bulls, holding the final spot in the play-in tournament, find reassurance in the return of LaVine and Vucevic, who both made impactful contributions off the bench in the previous matchup. Chicago has a firm grip on recent meetings, having won the last 4 encounters, including 2 in the current season. Despite their offensive struggles, the Bulls exhibit defensive strength, while the Hornets continue to struggle both offensively and defensively, particularly at home. Over the past month, the Chicago Bulls have demonstrated improved performance, buoyed by the return of key players like LaVine and Vucevic. On the other hand, the Charlotte Hornets remain hampered by injuries, coupled with a failure to cover spreads despite consistently being underdogs. With a season record of 14-19 against the spread, the Hornets face a challenging task. The Bulls, having covered and won the last 4 meetings, remain a formidable opponent, showcasing their prowess, particularly in the recent encounter just days ago. Despite recent subpar performances, the Bulls are on an upward trajectory with the return of LaVine, who played a pivotal role in the convincing victory over the Hornets on Friday. While securing back-to-back wins in the NBA is often challenging, the struggling Hornets seem unlikely to break the pattern. Anticipating a continuation of their dominance, the Chicago Bulls to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full-game side pick. Turning attention to statistical trends, the Chicago Bulls have seen the under prevail in 19 out of 37 games this season, with a notable emphasis on defensive efficiency. They rank 3rd in the league for turnovers per game but maintain a deliberate pace, ranking 30th in terms of tempo. Meanwhile, the Charlotte Hornets have exceeded the total points mark in 17 of their 33 games, displaying a mid-tier standing in turnovers and pace statistics. Despite recent trends favoring the under, with 9 of the last 11 meetings falling below the projected total, both teams' struggles to generate offense suggest this game will also fall short of the total. Hence, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Celtics versus Indiana Pacers. The upcoming basketball clash on Monday night will mark the second encounter in a span of 3 days between the Boston Celtics and the Indiana Pacers, set to take place in Indiana. The Celtics emerged victorious in the previous matchup on Saturday night, securing a 118-101 win over the Pacers and putting an end to Indiana's impressive 6-game winning streak. With this triumph, the Celtics have extended their winning streak to 2 games and maintained their position at the top of the Eastern Conference standings with an impressive record of 28 wins and 7 losses. Boston's recent performance has been outstanding, winning 8 of their last 9 games overall. Their pursuit of a third consecutive victory is fueled by their dominant performance against the Pacers on Saturday, where Jason Tatum led the team with an impressive display of 38 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. Complementing Tatum, Jaylen Brown contributed 31 points, and Al Horford added 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists coming off the bench. As a collective unit, the Celtics exhibited efficient shooting, connecting on 51% from the field and 16 of 41 attempts from beyond the arc. Although they initially took control early in the game, the Pacers managed to stay competitive until the Celtics dominated the fourth quarter, securing a comfortable victory. Following this matchup, the Celtics are scheduled to face the Wolves and Bucks in their upcoming games. On the opposing side, the Indiana Pacers entered the contest on Saturday riding a 6-game winning streak, which came to an end against the Celtics. Despite their efforts, the Pacers faced a tough loss, with Benedict Mathurin leading the team in scoring with 20 points off the bench. Tyrese Halliburton added 17 points, 7 assists, and 5 steals, while Buddy Hield contributed 15 points. The Pacers struggled with their shooting, connecting on only 41% from the field and 8 of 42 attempts from beyond the arc. Despite their resilience in cutting a 14-point deficit to 1 point, they faltered in the fourth quarter, resulting in a disappointing finish. Looking ahead, the Pacers are set to meet the Wizards in their next game. As the rematch approaches, both the Celtics and Pacers face uncertainties regarding player availability. Jason Tatum and Kristaps Porzingis are questionable for the Celtics, while the Pacers are closely monitoring the status of Isaiah Jackson and Bruce Brown, both listed as questionable. This adds an element of unpredictability to the upcoming clash. The ongoing season has witnessed the development of a mini rivalry between the Celtics and Pacers. In their initial meeting on November 1st in Boston, the Celtics dominated with a 155-104 victory, but the Pacers secured a win in the in-season tournament. The Celtics, however, responded emphatically in the recent encounter on Saturday. While expectations lean towards the Pacers playing better at home in the rematch, the Celtics, being the top team in the NBA, are anticipated to maintain their dominance. Although the Pacers are expected to cover the spread, the consensus is that they might fall short of securing a victory. Jason Tatum's impressive start to 2024 with 3 straight 30-point games suggests that both him and Jaylen Brown will have another impactful performance. Despite the Celtics' recent success, there has been a noticeable drop in their performance, prompting speculation about the impact of Jason Tatum and Kristaps Porzingis' questionable status. Regardless, the Pacers remain a potent offensive force, showcasing their scoring prowess in recent games. The line drop in favor of the Celtics does raise concerns, acknowledging the Pacers' offensive capabilities. The Celtics enter the upcoming matchup as the league's hottest team, having convincingly defeated the Pacers on Saturday. However, the potential absence of key players for the Celtics evens the playing field. A careful assessment of the lineups before tip-off is advised. If the Celtics are indeed shorthanded, there is a leaning towards the Pacers seeking redemption on their home court. Thus, the Indiana Pacers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Celtics and Pacers are set for a rematch, having clashed just this Saturday in Indianapolis. Boston emerged victorious in the previous game with a 118-101 scoreline, propelled by standout performances from Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. The Celtics controlled the pace of the game, limiting Indiana to 41% shooting from the field and a mere 19% from three-point range. Despite this, the question looms regarding the Celtics' ability to replicate such dominance. Historical data favors the Celtics, with a 4-1 record in the last 5 meetings against the Pacers. Furthermore, Boston boasts an impressive run of 8 wins in 9 games and has covered the spread in 5 of their last 6 away games. However, concerns arise due to injuries, with Kristaps Porzingis questionable due to an eye problem and Tatum nursing an ankle injury. The Pacers' offensive output against Boston, totaling 101 points, marked one of their lowest scoring performances this season. In the 4 games leading up to the Boston encounter, they managed to score at least 140 points in 3 of them. While the Pacers have demonstrated their scoring capabilities, injury concerns surround Bruce Brown Jr., Isaiah Jackson, and Andrew Nembhard, all listed as questionable for the upcoming game. Notably, the Pacers' lackluster showing on Saturday was on the second night of a back-to-back, leading to expectations of an improved performance in the upcoming clash. Anticipated differences in the upcoming game stem from the Pacers having had a couple of days for rest and strategic adjustments. Their focus will likely be on an up-tempo game, with an expectation of improved shooting performances. The historical trend supports this expectation, with the over hitting in 14 of the Pacers' 19 home games and the Celtics going 7-3 on the over-under in their last 10 games. The Pacers, guided by the NBA assist leader, lead the league in pace from the season start. Despite their offensive prowess, defensive challenges persist, with a ranking of 26th in defensive rating. The Celtics, known for their ability to accelerate the pace, are expected to contribute to a high-scoring affair. The first encounter saw both teams on the second night of back-to-backs, potentially impacting their energy levels. In the upcoming game, a more energetic and high-scoring performance is expected, leading to the prediction that the game will surpass the projected total, making over the projected total our full game total pick. Oklahoma City Thunder versus Washington Wizards. On the upcoming Monday night, the Oklahoma City Thunder are slated to face off against the Washington Wizards at the Capital One Arena, marking a road matchup for the Thunder. In their recent outings, the Thunder experienced a setback against the Brooklyn Nets on Friday, while the Wizards faced a defeat at their home court against the New York Knicks. Despite the Oklahoma City Thunder showcasing impressive form with victories in 8 of their last 11 games, they are eager to bounce back from a 2-game losing streak, particularly after succumbing to a 124-115 road defeat against the Nets. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander spearheaded the Thunder's efforts with 34 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists, supported by contributions from Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren. Despite a commendable 53% shooting from the field and 9 of 31 from beyond the arc, the Thunder faced an uphill battle, allowing the Nets to amass 75 points in the first half. Although trailing by as much as 32 points, the Thunder mounted a fourth-quarter comeback, putting up 36 points to narrow the gap. Following this matchup, the Thunder is scheduled to go head-to-head with the Miami Heat. Conversely, the Washington Wizards find themselves in a challenging phase, losing 9 of their last 11 games and seeking to halt a 4-game slide. Their most recent defeat came at the hands of the New York Knicks, with Kyle Kuzma leading the team with 27 points. Denny Avdija added 23 points alongside 10 rebounds and 6 assists, with Tyus Jones contributing 11 points and 8 assists. Despite a 47% shooting performance and 13 of 37 from the three-point line, the Wizards struggled to match the Knicks from the start and faced a 20-point deficit at halftime. Looking ahead, the Wizards are set to take on the Indiana Pacers after their encounter with the Thunder. Over the last 6 games, the Thunder has secured victories in 4, showcasing a strong offensive performance with an average of over 118 points per game on the road. Their proficiency at the free throw line, shooting over 84%, has been a key advantage. Additionally, their rebounding prowess provides them with numerous extra scoring opportunities, and their ball control minimizes easy scoring chances for the opponents. On the defensive end, the Wizards' struggles are evident, conceding more than 126 points per game at home, making it challenging for them to contain the Thunder's offense. The Thunder's ability to maintain defensive stability on the road, allowing 111 points per game, is likely to pose a challenge for the Wizards. In contrast, the Wizards have encountered a defensive slump, yielding more than 126 points per game at home and facing challenges in rebounding and ball control. Their offensive output has also dipped, scoring 105 points per game in their last 3 outings. With the Thunder averaging over 8 steals per game, the Wizards' ball handling issues may further contribute to the Thunder's scoring opportunities. Despite the Thunder's defensive struggles, their performance on the road, conceding 111 points per game, suggests a capacity to contain the Wizards' offense. The Wizards faced a disappointing start in their recent matchup against the New York Knicks, trailing by 15 points after the first quarter. quarter in a 121-105 home loss. Kyle Kuzma and Denny Avdija played pivotal roles, contributing 27 and 23 points, respectively. The ongoing season has proven challenging for the rebuilding Wizards, and their recent struggles indicate a difficult journey for fans. In contrast, the Oklahoma City Thunder, although appearing fatigued against the Brooklyn Nets, had a day off to rejuvenate. They are expected to perform well against a Wizards team seemingly ready to concede early. Notably, the Thunder has covered the spread in 8 of their last 11 games, while the Wizards have struggled, failing to cover in 6 of their last 8, and boasting a 2-12 record in their last 14 home games. While the Oklahoma City Thunder may have experienced a slight dip with 2 consecutive losses, they remain in a better position compared to the struggling Wizards. The upcoming encounter marks the first meeting between these teams in the current season, offering the Thunder an opportunity to capitalize on their overall superiority. The Thunder's consistency, even with losses to the Hawks and Nets, is evident with a 23-11 record against the spread on the season. Conversely, the Wizards' defensive challenges and a 16-18-1 against the spread record make them a less reliable option. Despite a substantial line, the Thunder has been favorable throughout the season. Acknowledging the seemingly hefty line, a confident prediction backs the Thunder to seize control early and secure a double-digit victory on the road. Therefore, Oklahoma City Thunder to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Looking at the playing style of both teams, the Washington Wizards have adopted a faster tempo this season, ranking second in pace leading up to their inter-conference clash with the Thunder. Despite not possessing the largest team, the Wizards boast a significant advantage in the low post. Chet Holmgren, who had a subpar performance in the previous game, is expected to rebound against the Wizards as they provide an ideal matchup. The total points scored in games involving the Thunder have surpassed the projected total in 5 of their last 6 games against Eastern Conference opponents and 7 of 9 overall. The Thunder has been prolific offensively, averaging 122 points per game and 118 points per game on the road. Their recent matchups against the Wizards have seen them average 122 points per game. With a fast-paced style, averaging 104.6 possessions per game, and facing a team allowing 127 points per game at home, the Thunder is anticipated to exceed their average in this game. On the flip side, the Wizards average 115 points per game and 117 points per game at home, with their recent matchups against the Thunder yielding an average of 117 points per game. Operating at a faster pace, averaging 106.5 possessions per game, and facing a team that conceded 129 points per game in their last 3 outings, the Wizards are expected to score enough points to surpass the total. In their recent head-to-head encounters, the Thunder and Wizards have consistently surpassed the projected total. Thus, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.